good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. What are your convictions? What do you believe so strongly about that nobody can convince you otherwise? Not even about things or anything else, mainly about yourself. What do you believe so strongly about that nobody, absolutely nobody can convince you otherwise, not even yourself? For me, nobody can convince me otherwise that I'm not here to do what I'm doing now, to motivate people, to inspire people. I know for a fact I'm here to do that. Now, the levels in which that happened or the different platforms in which that happened, that might vary, and that's fine. I'm not in control of that as much. But what I'm here for, intently for, I know it's that, and I cannot be convinced otherwise. I believe it so strongly that I know whenever I leave this earth, whenever it's my time, I know I'll be remembered for that. I know people will hail me, they'll praise me, they'll give me all kind of props, they'll do all of that because of what I did while I was here, because I tried to push people to be better, because I motivated them, because I inspired them, because I encouraged them. I know for a fact that I cannot be convinced otherwise, and I know I'm very good at it. I'm very good at it. It's like when Ali said he was the greatest, right? There's nothing that anybody could have said or done that would have convinced him otherwise. That even though he lost a few times, it never changed. The narrative never changed. He still said with very strong convictions that I am the greatest. You got that? When something that you have in you that you believe so strongly about, your conviction, it changes your whole attitude about things. Your attitude of how you go about things, it matters. So if your attitude is about you being this great person or you being the greatest, then everything else is going to follow that. And you'll believe that so intently, so purposely that nothing or nobody will ever be able to convince you otherwise. That's like T.I. when he says, I'm a king. He believes that so purposely, so intently, so absolutely that nobody can convince him otherwise. And that's exactly how you have to go about everything else. You have to believe with such conviction that this is who you are. If you are great and you are the greatest, you have to say that. You have to proclaim that that's what you are. Me, I'm great at what I do. I'm a great motivator. I'm a great inspirer. I'm a great encourager. That's what I do. And I do that so effortlessly that I know it's a part of why I'm here. And I will do that until my very last dying breath. And even when I'm gone, people will still remember this about me because this is what I'm here for. People spoke life into me even when I was a kid, saying what I was going to be, or you're going to be great, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And I believe it so absolutely that nobody, not even myself, will ever convince me otherwise. So I want to know that when it comes to you, what do you believe about yourself? So absolutely, so intently that nobody, not even yourself, but nobody can convince you otherwise. That you know this for a fact. That nobody can tell you otherwise. They can't convince you no matter what they say, no matter what kind of evidence or proof that they try to come up with. That's and I'm not talking about religion or alternative facts like is the world round or flat. None of that. This is all about you. What do you believe so intently that nobody can convince you otherwise? It could be the kind of person you are. It could be what you do for a living. You know what I mean? Whether you're a great athlete or if you're a great parent or whatever your case is. If you believe that, I want to know what it is. What do you believe with such strong conviction that nobody can convince you that you're not this or you're not this type of person? In the comments below, whenever, however. For me, I know what I'm here for. I do it every day. I'm here now doing it just like I said. Just like I know, because this is what I'm here for. And nobody can ever convince me that this is not what I'm here to do. So tell me, find it. If you don't know, find it. Today, tomorrow, this week, ask yourself those questions. What do I believe so strongly about me that I know nobody can convince me otherwise? It's all about attitude. Whatever your attitude, what's that Kanye line? Your attitude determines your latitude. Whatever your attitude is, that's how high you'll go. You will only go as high as you feel about things. That's your attitude. So always try to keep a good, positive attitude about things so you can get that same thing back. If you have a bad attitude about things, then you can't be sitting here around here complaining about why things aren't going your way or how come things aren't working in your favor because of the way you feel about it, your attitude. You have to change that. And if that's what you believe so intently, that things are just bad or people are just bad or things are just not going well, then that's the way things will be. You guys sit here on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat all day talking about things that are not going right. This type of person, stay away from these type of people. Oh, this type of person isn't right, so you shouldn't be right. You know, all these negative things. And wonder why you don't attract those same type of people. The opposite people, rather. The positive people. Your attitude has to match it. Whatever your attitude is, everything else will match it. I guarantee it. So I want to know, based on your attitude, what do you really feel about yourself? What do you believe with such conviction about yourself that nobody can convince you otherwise? I know some of you know what it is. I just want to know, do you know? And if you do know, feel free to drop a comment or ask or DM me, whatever you got to do. I just want to know, do you know what you believe about yourself that you can't be convinced otherwise? If you don't know, I'm asking you to check yourself. Ask yourself that question today, tomorrow, all this week. Explore it. Find out what it is. And adjust your attitude to that accordingly so that you can continue to have that same type of energy every day. Because whatever you believe with such conviction will be what it is every day and every moment. So find out what that is and let me know. It's Motivation Monday. Go be done.